Hi, everyone. It's nice to be able to talk to you like this. I wish we were all together, but we're doing the best we can with our program. I want to thank you for the beautiful bags that you produced, and I want to thank you for your beautiful thoughts. And I hope that you will do them with your own students. As you can see on this back wall here, these are some of the bags that my students did. We all use little cards because we converted these into mailboxes. So now the kids can go in with little post-its and give messages to each other at birthday time. They give like little happy birthday messages. But so now we're on already our next session, which is session number 4. And this session is what we're going to do before we really get into the theory and the levels and the activities that we can do to promote listening, speaking, reading, and writing. My philosophy is that Oracy, which is oral language development, is so important to produce academic literacy in our English learners. And to me, almost everything should be produced orally before it's written. Example, in the United States right now, argumentative essays are big. So for English learners to just give them a graphic organizer, so you have to write a argumentative essay on this topic can be very daunting. But if orally I say this is a claim, and then the other kid says this is a counterclaim, and then the kid said, well, this is another claim, and then the other kid said, well, this is a counterclaim. They're practicing orally what they're going to write about later. And I think that this is the greatest way to acquire language. I'm going to show you a lot of activities. For example, when we read literature, I post on our big whiteboard scenes, and I say, okay, freeze, and it's like close reading. They freeze, and then they have to go act, and they act out what they think the scene is going to be about. Say you were teaching the history of the conquest of Mexico, so you would post on the board Moctezuma, the Lamilenche, Cortez, and you just say freeze and then act. So they'll take the prior knowledge that they have and they'll act out what they think is going to take place. So what you're going to do for this session is very easy. You're going to read 2 different articles about oral language development. And then afterwards, what I want you to write on your discussion board this time is, how important do you think oral language development is to ultimately produce academic language proficiency? And that's all I want you to do. How important do you think it is to you? And what kinds of activities would you consider doing in your own classroom? And then as we go through the rest of our sessions, we're going to learn the new standards for English language development: emerging, expanding, and bridging. And we're going to show how, starting with Oracy, how you go from Oracy to academic listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We're going to learn about the components of SEDAI, that we always have to tap on prior knowledge. We have to understand what our kids know and don't know, that we contextualize the lesson, that we lower the effective filter, and that often we have to consider alternative forms of assessment as our students are traveling on their journey towards academic literacy and the new language. And I think that the activities that we did in the beginning, the bag and the dot, help create that climate in the classroom that lowers the effective filter, that allows the kids to feel comfortable and free to speak. Plus, because if we have a diversity of students from different backgrounds, they're able to share with each other and learn to live together with the richness that each one has to offer to be included in the classroom environment. So with that said, what you're going to do is read the 2 articles I've uploaded and then go into the discussion board, and you're going to write about how important you think oral language development is to you. And I put down another idea. But that's it. And if you can think of any special oral language activities that you use or would use in your own classroom, or as you read, maybe an activity or 2 that's stuck out to you as something you would want to try in your own classroom, and then post it by next Sunday, and that's it. And I look forward to reading your work, and I will give you back the feedback on the dots this Sunday. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. And email me if you have any questions. The easiest way for us to communicate, I think, is to email. And I hope you're enjoying this class. And I hope that we have a lot of time to share, especially a lot of strategies with each other that you can use in your own classroom. Thank you very much.